Starting stream now. And let's go.
Nipponichi Software presents Flip.
Sex. That's what they present.
Not yet. People put money into making this animation. I should show it the first time.
Fair. And most of this has nothing to do with the actual fucking game. It's like an actual anime opener.
Yeah, it's Disgaea.
Nah, it's chips enough. Ah, Psyduck. Guzzlord. That was Edwin Ulrich or whatever. I saw Elfelt. And that's Ragnar the Blood Edge.
No.
Fighting Edward Ulrich.
Please, no. We are not going that far. What? Please, not.
I can't believe you're killing Edward. Why are you killing Edward? Are you also gonna turn a little girl into a dog girl?
No. God, no.
A netherworld crisis of extinction-level proportions was perpetrated by the Demon Emperor, Void Dark. The historians of later generations look back in puzzlement at this historical event, the largest netherworld war, which erupted and expanded in a flash, and ended in just one night. Some call it the war with no victor, while others call it the war with no hero. The truth of this event remains a mystery to this day.
And we're gonna find out how with this game.
Yes.
It's reckless of you to invade the territory of the Lost. I don't know which netherworld you're from.
See,
but we're
I
gonna
like this
put you
little
in your
addition here.
place.
Just let it auto-scroll the plot for me.
Yeah. This is what you get for invading something with printies.
She's defending.
Oh. That's what you get for defending with printies.
I will not abide being annihilated. One sardine for 20 hours of labor. That was our agreement. Now, put your backs into it. Your soft, squishy backs.
One sardine to fight a merciless battle isn't a fair trade, dude! First of all, it's impossible for us to defeat Demon Emperor Void Dark on our own, dude!
Though it's against my upbringing to sully my own hands, this once I shall unleash my overload power, Baylor Gaze.
Ragnar just wants to eat his ramen.
Excuse me, you right there.
Curry.
What do you think you're doing?
His curry, fine.
Eating, obviously. It's a fluffy rising dragon bowl, with all white breast meat from a 1,000-year-old dragon lord, and its egg. It's delicious.
Oh, shut up, Naruto.
Alright then, I'm finished refueling. Let me get rid of these guys.
You destroyed destroyed an entire squad of the Lost Army single-handedly. I found my prince.
Oh. Forgot they did that. Well,
Sephiroth.
yes. Should I go ahead and skip this or just, yeah, you know what?
Does it watch it again? It's the exact same thing.
It's the exact same thing.
Ah, yeah, don't skip it. We've already watched it.
Or, okay, I can't skip it. Get used to that still.
Episode 1, Prelude to Vengeance.
So what I'm getting so far is they basically took a Fire Emblem plot and actually made it interesting.
Excuse me, please wait. My goodness, please
No,
wait,
I don't.
Sokelia.
There's never been a Fire Emblem plot about
Do you
vengeance,
have any idea
really.
how much walking I
Well,
had to do to
like, you
protect
got
I spent
a
1
war,
year walking
like a really
nonstop
big
through the
war, and it
desolate
ends
netherworld with
suddenly,
blood
and then, like,
marks.
no one knows what it's about, but then it's like,
At
here's
this
this game
rate,
that basically
rock
just
hard
explains how that war
was
happened.
petrified by a
Fair.
cockatrice.
Well, Madame Seraphina
And then you
didn't
find out, like,
make
in
a
the
single
events that, like,
separate
some
book.
king was actually, like, a dragon devil god who's like, I hate humanity and I want to destroy it, and then you kill
If you
him,
wanna
and it's like,
waste
wow,
all
my
the
name's
time you
Marth.
want, I'm leaving.
I killed the dragon
Oh,
god,
cool,
and then
Sokelia.
his
Sure,
boyfriend
you
Ike
must
goes and
have
has his own
been
adventure
all alone.
elsewhere, and
You decided on your own to follow me.
That
Black Knight's there.
You are incorrect.
that's
Sir Kilia, you decided
You know
on
what?
your own
Accurate.
to save me from the lost. Now you
except
must
for
take
the
responsibility
except for
that
some of the
decision.
names, yes, for the
That's
for the
unreasonable.
GameCube ones
I'm
at
outta
least,
here.
GameCube Wii duology.
Ugh. Why?
You can save the vitriol for the.
You can't even dodge
You're gonna enjoy
You must
Fire
be
Emblem
exhausted,
Warriors.
Sir
I feel.
Kilia.
I feel.
If you keep pushing
Do you
this
have to
hard,
rub your
you'll
commanding
never
officers'
defeat Demon
faces to
Emperor
make them
Void
like you?
Dark.
No.
In fact, you're liable
Ah,
to
good. They
lose.
learned not to be creepy.
Well, that's no.
Escape
It's because of the.
next to a pocket netherworld
It's because
set
I had
aside
told
for
you the
my
system didn't develop this game. It was
Now,
Koei Tecmo.
Ah, so it was because it wasn't them. Koei Tecmo is amazingly less creepy than Intelligent Systems in some
Yeah.
cases.
All men
That's
gather
a rare
together in the
sentence
palm of the
there.
hand of the Overlord of Gorgeous, Seraphina.
Intelligent Systems really wishes that they had cornered the market of sexy beach volleyball games.
All right, so now we're in the hub.
Okay.
Seraphina is going to basically follow us forever, at least
Well, that's how these games always work.
I meant more in the yeah.
There's always the male lead and the woman who's way more competent and actually attached to the plot, and the guy's just there, basically.
Okay, and also I don't know if this was in previous Disgaea games as much, but we now have like skits similar to the Tales game.
I mean, they used to just flat out just have the sprites, or like, not the sprites, but the portraits, like actually, you know, be there instead of just a little card.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of other animated scenes too in this, so
This seems like a downgrade.
I mean, hold on, wait till we get to the plot. There's still plenty. Oh, there.
Ah, jitters.
That's me because since I'm not using I'm just using the OBS window to view the game instead of just turning on a TV, so we don't get back sound. So that just might be a bit of the delay from the capture card. So let's go ahead and save.
So, do you have all the DLC? Because it's the Switch version, right?
Yeah. I'm going to, for the sake of fairness, I think I'll avoid the characters, but when it comes to like money and other things like that, I'll grab.
I mean, wait, why did you do that, phone? I mean, in, what was it, 2, they would basically just give you a shit ton of money and everything.
But yeah, here's what I get: starter set.
Including the videos.
I get some scenarios, some extra characters.
Girl Laharl,
and I'll grab these pretties, but probably I'll never use them just because they're pretties.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I don't use pretties. I don't use monster units in general, to be fair.
Yeah, because they're kind of shit. Let's be honest, they're really bad. So you just get a shit ton of weapons?
Well,
free?
You get a 9 set for just the starting up.
Oh.
Full set, 1 million hell. And so, I'll activate the different scenarios, but by that point we'll probably finish the main story first.
Are they things you can do, like, at any time? Because
yes.
In 2 they did that, where it's like, oh, I'm, like, level 3, I can just get, you know, Almaz or Princess Sapphire or something.
Yes, they are things I can do at any time. No, I don't need to... Just give me the treasure chest. How many units do we have already? Well, we don't have enough to actually recruit shit yet. Well, yeah, I do have the money.
Yeah, you're not gonna have any, whatever currency they use to recruit units.
I think you actually just use money to recruit in this.
Thanks.
Oh, that might be useful.
Oh, well, they're still preparing, basically, meaning do a tutorial.
Well, that
mission.
means that you can get some printies from the special content and destroy things.
True, but they're kind of they're gimmick printies.
Yeah, but gimmicks is what this game is about.
True. Oh right, God damn it! I forgot I don't have the other stuff I got from later in the game. I can't do this shit. It's throwing me off. Oh wait, I forgot I could item rolls from the beginning.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Are you finding my pocket netherworld comfortable enough, Sir Killia? How do you like it?
I don't have any time to waste in a place like this.
My, I can't believe what I'm hearing from someone who eats in the middle of a battle.
It's like, haven't you ever heard that an army marches on its stomach?
You're more of a gourmand than you project, Sir Killia. Well, as long as you're strong, it matters not to me. You could say that this pocket netherworld is Sir Killia's and my love nest. Please, feel free to use anything here.
Horrifying.
Just so you know, I have no intentions of asking anyone for help.
That is simply not possible. You see, Sir Killia, you and I are connected by the red string of fate.
It's more like a blood-stained leash than a red string of fate, dude!
You are
Appreciate
mine,
that
Sir
Seraphina
Killia.
always has
Please,
proper
do
trigger
not
discipline.
resist.
Yep.
And what if I do?
All men are destined to become my obedient servants. Ha! Now, Killia, follow my orders.
I refuse.
Huh? That's odd. Ha! Ha!
I'm glad that they continued the fine tradition of basically making the protagonist a gay man who has no interest in boobs.
Even if you are an overlord, you cannot resist the temptation of my overload power, Baylor gaze.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing, Sir Killia.
He's very clearly a twink, let's be honest.
Our lost army forces in Blood
I'll
Park.
take your word for it.
Let's get going.
Alright, yada yada yada. So this guy, we get each of our netherworlds as our set of stage, and then we get choose the actual stage we go to.
Yep.
My, who might you guys be?
What's wrong with you? Who goes around shooting at someone before finding out who they are?
I am truly sorry. Your social status is clearly lower than mine, and you seem like a small fry, so I took the shot.
Who are you calling a small fry? We are the aristocracy of Bloodparch. We are cracking down on anyone who looks suspicious and taxing them.
Aristocracy? But you all look so shabby.
How do you think they're taxing people?
Yeah.
Their lives were probably ruined by the Lost, and they have since lowered themselves to being bandits.
Shut up! Just listen. If you don't want to die, then hand over all the money you've got.
I do not even have a single hell to give to dirty bandits like you. Aren't you guys demons too? If you really need some money, then why don't you use force and take it? In any event, dirty bandits like you don't stand a chance of defeating Circilia.
What are you talking about? You're gonna have to fight too.
Excuse me?
I've got
It's a
something
good
I
thing
need
she
to
has
do.
guns.
I don't have time to protect an unsophisticated princess forever. I'll teach you the basics so that you can figure out the rest by yourself.
Rosalind from 2 also had
Are
guns.
you telling me to do manual labor?
And she was a princess, the daughter of the
I'm
Overlord.
leaving right now.
And you were the male lead was just a knight dude who's really good at punching people,
It seems I have no choice.
who is also really gay.
However,
He doesn't even like girls, in his own words.
I'm surprised to hear you say that, given how often you've been firing your gun this whole time.
Hey! How long are you guys gonna chat? Hurry up and cough up every hell you have, or you're gonna be
The
sorry.
pure irreverence this entire
Seems like
series
the way
has
to start.
towards everything is
Prepare
great.
yourself.
I still think 4 is my favorite because it's about politics.
I guess
I never
have
got
no
around
A
to-
glorious, pretty
In that
class
case,
revolution.
I'll strip everything
I
of
never got
value
around
from
to
those
4.
bandits.
I can explain the basics, so you don't need
Sure.
to. Alright, Disgaea, you have your set number of units as such. Normally you can have like up to 200, but we've got 5, and we can bring out only 5 people. Natch. So we bring them out, we can move around, but... Okay, hold on a second, I'm just gonna need to turn on my TV to do this, because playing it from here is kind of jarring. So... Excuse any feedback sound that might occur. But, alright, so... Now, in this new game, you can basically cancel any moves whenever you want to, and such, so...
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have specials yet? Oh well, so...
No, you're a lowly level 1 scrub.
He's level 3.
He's a lowly level 3 scrub.
So, Killia is our punchman, so he's got punches which fist weapons. Gives you the highest number of counters, but are generally only within 1 tile range. Seraphina, as she is repeatedly shown, is our gun hammer, which guns can only shoot in a cardinal, like forward, left, or right direction, can't do diagonals, but they have some of the longest range attacks in the game. Pretty. Here's another new unit type for this game, or at least as I understand. Maids. They specialize in using support items, but they can do fairly well using bows as their weapons, which... Bows are the other main range type, which gives you...
So they're basically the healers of old, but no healing magic.
I mean, the healers are still in here.
But they also use bows, and they do support.
Yes, but they're more specifically items than they are, what's it called, than just magic. let's get you out here and just have you in case I need.
You're gonna get surrounded.
2 are dead. That's fine.
Yeah, but the other 2 seem to be the monks.
Master!
No problem. Because this monk turned his back, the fool. And then Seraphina should be able to snipe him. If not, I've still got other things.
Yeah!
Simple.
You're supposed to build a combo, you fool.
I'll get to that later. Yeah,
Why did
basically.
Some bad art. Don't like that.
There's like 10 different art that they shuffle through between the end stage clear stuff. Basically, you build combo to get stuff.
Yep. As it has always been. Same as it ever was.
Yes.
Same as it ever was.
Basically, whoever does the most effective stuff gets a bonus experience. And mana. Which mana you get for killing an enemy, which is basically how you pay for upgrading your skills and other shit.
It's also how you would buy new people in the Dark Assembly.
Yeah, you don't. Thankfully, we don't have to go to the dark. You don't have to go to the Strategic Assembly, which is the Dark Assembly's version in this game, to recruit people. We just straight up go to a recruiter.
Ah, stealing from Darkest Dungeon, I see.
And here's a newer thing for this game. Okay, we'll wait till later to just bring up quest and how that works in. All right, now time to. Okay, time to recruit some characters. Blah blah blah.
You want one of all the skulls?
To be fair, I honestly don't use magic all that kind of much. Alright, so, let's see. What...
Well, that's why you use the skulls, because they do more damage, I think.
Right, the skulls do more damage at the cost of costing more mana, and so I think that's why I've always used the witches, because they having more. But anyway.
Yeah, but like the skulls kill them instantly, basically.
True, but that also again remember, look, because you unlock classes by getting.
And you have a million health.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, you don't even have to pay to recharge their SP, or worry about charging their SP.
Alright, any names specifically?
Francis.
Alright, we can't do any higher than incompetent.
Yeah, you need more mana for that, or money.
No, we have 1 million. We can go to genius. I think I have to do some shit with the strategic assembly for that. Which I have.
Well, I guess then do incompetent, because
right.
You don't want to have a -5 penalty.
So let's see. So these are fists. So that's hit plus speed, and speed's dot. Let's just put it here. And we can generally. You generally, I think, I forget the height's like the highest and some average or something. I don't know the money. We're gonna center level 2. Basically, this gives the voice line that you can test for the stuff.
Hungry.
Yes.
It's relatable.
And then we get colors.
Just do the regular one.
Let's go recruit.
But I guess I dare you to do like a no magic run if you're so opposed to skulls and witches.
Oh no, I'm not, because I like mage knights, so... It's not that I'm opposed, it's just I don't use skulls over witches. It's just a thing. Oh, what am I missing some things? Hold on. I know I was missing something. There we go! Let's go pick those up, because those are character classes, so those don't count for the sake of the not using special characters.
Really, the sorcerer should have been called the skull.
Yeah! That is an oversight. But let's see. Who else do we need to... Right, we need a cleric.
What about a clergy?
What's...
I mean, this is a healer,
Oh yeah.
not a cleric. That's a cleric. Or...
Let's do this for the sake of some stupid Overwatch joke. Because, you know, these characters don't get nerfed every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just it was just a tutorial, and that's why I couldn't basically pump this up right out of the gate. So, let's put Summoner Resistance. Because that's what the healing spells target off of.
Yeah.
Leave it to me.
That's her. That Saint Leah is definitely the most mercy.
Healer. Oh, damn it.
You need something?
Let's see, we'll get a Valkyrie, a Witch, and then... What do... So, let's see, Valkyrie... Any specific names for there?
Dabo.
Okay. Let's do distinguish so I don't break the bank out of the right out of the bank. Let's see. Attack, speed, hit, and defense.
Hey! Here I go!
1 of 3.
Sure. Sorcerer, sorcerer.
I'll do that next. Oh, there's some good random names.
There's something about anti-aging.
Yeah, let's go with that one. I went past it, but yeah.
Name her a better female character than anything Overwatch has got.
I don't have that many characters.
I'll keep that in my heart, then.
Let's see if I can try this.
better than Overwatch.
There. Nah, let's just go with... Let's just go with wind.
It's magic! Ta-da! Die!
Wicked.
Yes.
It's the only one that isn't painful.
Let's go with wind. Alright, and so now time to go outfit our soldiers and characters.
You didn't build a shaman.
Ah, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. Right.
You need something?
And shaman. Any particular name in mind?
Keep going. Do the random.
Come on, I know you have better names than this.
Molecular math!
Yes.
Particle man, doing the things a particle can. What's it like? It's not important. Particle man, he's got a watch with a minute hand. That's a different character.
Draw! We did it! Sege Begiv!
Any particular choice?
I go through him again.
Draw! This is only the beginning. Sege Begiv!
In a trance. Because I refuse to accept something called Yandere.
Any of these four colors?
The one with the green accent, because it looks like they're like radioactive.
This one?
Yeah! Radioactive skull!
Alright, now time to go outfit everybody with equipment. Save. Oh, and let's do some quick op settings things. Battle speed. Oh, good! It kept all my settings from my others, basically. From my other save. Well, not the enemy, but combat and super speed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, first give Francis Magic Hand. Mercy gets Thorny Bow. Stabbo gets the Ryu Bang. Magician's Stick. And then let's see. What's your best proficiency is in stats.
Welcome!
Yeah. I know. And I can't do anything about that music playing in the background, so... There you go. Oh yeah, the other nice thing about this is that you're allowed to basically give a secondary weapon for every character.
That's neat.
Which I'll do that more later when we have more people to worry about.
The more I'm watching this, the more I'm thinking, wow, it's a good thing that I, like, didn't buy this.
Let's fix you up.
That's a proper strategy game called Mario plus Rabbids Battle Kingdom.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Alright, time to go to our next stage, which...
I was getting tired of waiting, you lost bastards!
Lost? No, we're...
So, have you come to take the head of me, the Overlord of Bloodport, Logan? You overwhelmed me with numbers in the previous battle, but it's not gonna be that easy for you this time!
This is basically, Alex.
I mean, I'm gonna, this is a major spoilers, but he's not, that's not a unique sprite, so he's not a major character.
Okay. He's still basically Alex from previous Disgaeas.
Yes.
Well, how is that? I've reached my limit, brother.
He's out of breath before the battle.
A
even
complete
starts.
incompetent idiot who just shouts at you before.
Looks like this is all a big misunderstanding, but I doubt he's gonna let us leave without a fight.
Oh, Sir Killia, you're eating again? Acting so casual before fighting an overlord. Now that is my Sir Killia for you.
This is a great opportunity. I'll teach you all about lifting and throwing.
Units can stack by lifting up and throwing them, and it's how you get to certain points of the map that aren't always accessible.
Yeah, and you get there faster.
Yes. Oh yeah, and monsters you can bounce off of monsters, sort of.
Mario style.
Yeah. There you go. I really don't use throwing and lifting unless it's absolutely necessary.
I use it when I'm being fancy.
I'm going to brute force the shit out of this.
Are you gonna go get that chest? Because I bet Logan's gonna just smash it.
Maybe.
Well, basically what you'd want to do is basically build a huge-ass tower and throw them until somebody can reach it. And then, but you'll take a bunch of damage, but you'll get whatever's in there.
I mean, yes, but...
Straight on! There! It's my turn.
Oh yeah, so now that we have more than enough, the technical max for most maps in Disgaea are 10 people.
Let's
You
go!
can usually solve that with less,
Here I
to be perfectly honest, but...
am. See? Yeah! Chop!
Shame. Worthless
Mhm.
item.
Oh well, you still did it. That means that you're smarter than anyone else has ever been so far.
I'm doing this!
You've used strategy, Carnival. Congrats.
Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah! What is it? Yeah! Hey! Chop! Hi!
over. There we go.
So heavy. There.
Let's see. Damn it! This stupid magic has such a short range at this point. Oh well. So that's the specialty of the Valkyries, is they get a bonus to their attack based on how many spots they move. So it's always best for them to just go and charge blindly.
Yeah.
New menu item. Get to work. Chop. Chop. New menu item.
Let's see,
See.
close enough? Nope.
That's an ally. Ugh.
No. I'll make this quick. Double.
Hell yeah, poison.
Sushi.
I doubt it will. Oh, hey! Nah, I can't tell. Oh, it actually did work. That's surprising.
Yeah. It's not like other games where like you're never gonna get that off.
That tastes good.
Good.
Nice.
Basically, when you use a weapon, you get experience in it so that you get the skills. And then armor you get better at just by taking damage.
Dinner's waiting.
You! Let me tell you something, brother. This ain't over. The Lost have taken everything from me, but I still have my pride as an overlord, dude. I, Logan, the throwing overlord, shall exact my revenge against you someday, dude. You better believe it, brother.
Looks like he was just one more victim of the Lost. That concludes the basics of battle. You did well for your first time. You should be just fine without me. Alright, looks like this is goodbye.
No, you are mine, Sir Kilia. Wherever you go, even if you go to the ends of Celestia, I shall follow you.
How do you figure?
Your objective is to defeat Demon Emperor Void Dark, correct? My objective is to erase Void Dark and rupture the marriage of convenience that my father decided upon on his own. Which means we are both in the same boat. We both seek to defeat Void Dark. No, it's more like we're
My God.
husband and wife.
How did you jump to that conclusion?
Well, maybe not husband and wife, but we do share the same objective. So don't you think it'd be more efficient to work together?
I can't see how working with someone who has no fighting experience would be efficient.
I will make sure I never drag you down. So please, Sir Kilia, let me stay by your side.
What you're saying and what you're doing are pretty contradictory, don't you think?
Well, that's because I'm a demon.
Okay,
Sir,
good.
how long do you think it'll take for Seraphina to realize that Kilia is just not into her?
No. Let me just tell you a giant no. You know, these games are like the greatest arguments against aristocracy.
Yeah. Why do you think half the time the protagonists are not aristocracy? Or if they do, they have like really petty things that they're trying to do. Like 3.
Yes.
You know, Mao is only doing what he wants to do is because his dad stepped on his video games.
I never finished 3 just because I don't know why, just never got around to finishing it.
What?
Just reading the skits. All right, now we can unlock quests, which basically you do little side jobs in such and such, like these, and this is how you get classes unlocked. Is by getting things such as this to the certain ranks.
Okay.
So I will be promptly taking all the class unlock ones we can get at the moment.
No hiring, dude.
And a lot of them are just buy this item and return to them. So they're easy. They're things you're normally gonna be doing anyway, so it's like, why not?
Let's fix you up.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Wait, let me check my quests again, because I've got terrible short-term memory about these things. Because some of the quests will have you go back to missions, to maps you've already done, just to do stuff. Yep, droid up marshland.
Where would you like to go, dude?
And plus, this is a good show. We can show off Francis's new skill.
There you go.
So the yellow space is referred to when, after a skill is performed, where either the character or the enemy will end up on. So normally, so that means the space just has to be free. If they're dead, if they're still alive after said attack.
Yeah.
Straight on.
Nope, not enough range. Oh well. Let's see.
Let's go!
As protagonists, these characters generally have abilities that are exclusive to them, but they unlock on level.
Yeah.
Neil. Yeah. No!
Wow, you learned Tri-Burst.
Dude. Sup, dude. Sup, dude. No! Dude. All men are my servants.
I don't like the new Prinny voice. It's not as good. It just doesn't have the same flair as, you know, like the more high-pitched and whiny.
Yeah. No! Dude. Lacrosse. No! Dude.
No, dude. The gunner was mad there because he didn't get to join in.
Yes, and see, there you go. You'll know it'll a nice quest completed, and it'll have this thing right there. You go back here, you go to review, conclude, ta-da! You get your shit.
You get your hell.
Let's fix you up.
Wow, you got
Why don't you
treated.
like to go, dude?
Do you still get prizes for buying things or getting healed enough?
Yes, you do. We just haven't reached. We haven't just reached
Why don't you
getting
like to go, dude?
beaten up enough to get those points yet.
So these are the remnants of Blood Parch.
Even though it's what Sir Void Dark ordered, fighting all these pieces of crap is dulling my skills.
Then, can I take you guys on?
Looks like there are still some who seek to oppose Demon Emperor Void Dark's elite forces.
I'll give you a choice. Obey us or die.
I refuse to do both.
What?
Damn, you're so hardcore, Killia.
You're mistaken if you thought all demons would grovel at your feet, lost cretin. As a matter of fact, you are the ones who will be groveling. All men are destined to serve the Overlord of Gorgeous, Seraphina.
I just don't find Killia and Seraphina as interesting as the previous protagonists.
I mean, to be fair, we are only within not even the
Yeah,
first-
but like even then, like they still like Valvatorez becomes a political revolutionary very quickly. You know, Mao is like horny for Almaz and actually like, you know, is basically just a caricature of his pettiness.
Yes, but
Um,
that also
what's
suffers
his
from the
face
fact-
from 2 is, you know, his parents are trying to kill him and his younger siblings are also engaged in that because they have become demons and he has managed to become the only not demon.
Again, that's fair, but I think that also suffers from the fact that Killia is the straight man. And so...
Well, that's the problem, is that the protagonist is the straight man.
Yeah, he doesn't get to shine until the rest of the cast
It's my
comes
turn.
in.
No, in this game, the protagonist shouldn't be the straight man because this game isn't about being straight, it's about being ridiculous.
And that's the other thing, is that Killia has his quirks, but they're much more understated compared to everyone else.
They're like goofy anime quirks. Like, ho ho ho, he likes to eat, ooh hoo hoo.
Yeah, like, the food thing will come more relevant later, but yeah.
That tastes good.
The single noise line, you know, or noise for when enemies get hurt is just frustratingly bad.
That's just because I've been killing orcs.
Well, I mean, it's all enemy types. They have one. The Prinnies all go, no, dude.
Okay, fair. I guess I don't pay attention to that, like, too much.
And in a game where you're gonna be grinding like no other, like that's gonna become a real big problem in terms of audio-visual design.
See, I've never had that go a problem with me getting as far as I have in the other game, my other file, but mainly because probably I just don't. That just does. It all fades to just numbers to me, I guess, after a certain point.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to play Disgaea 4 again. Maybe they should re-release that for PS4.
They thought they did that already.
I don't know.
I know they did a re-release of Disgaea 4. I don't remember what they put it on.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Alright, Impaler drops, finally.
Here I go.
Right. 5 being critical. Oh, it's gonna be fun when we leave that.
They released it for Vita.
Ah.
Worked with a good sweat.
Impossible! We, the Lost, were defeated? Who are you?
Could you be Red Magnus? The Overlord who has a bounty on his head? Quick! We have to call for reinforcements immediately!
Red Magnus. They mistook me for someone else.
Did they say Red Magnus?
Do you know him or something?
Yes, I do. Just thinking about him is giving me a headache. Red Magnus is the overlord of Scorching Flame, known and feared for being violence incarnate. He is boorish, has absolutely zero tact, and has less intelligence than an orc. In fact, he's got the brain of a monkey.
You must really hate that guy.
I see.
I do. The netherworlds of Scorching Flame and Gorgeous have been at each other's throats since my 7 times great-grandfather's time. I have never had a pleasant experience whenever Red Magnus has gotten involved. I don't want to ever see that man again. But I have a bad feeling.
Which means that's probably next stage. Well, let me go heal.
Let's fix you up.
Oh, there we go.
Let's fix you up.
Or... Oh yeah, there you go. That's the other thing.
What?
The skits are also there for, like, extra characterization that, you know, they couldn't afford to put the full voice acting in for everything. So that she'll have more resilience.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Oh. Yeah, abilities. These are the special abilities that each unit has.
Yeah. The starting ones are usually fairly good.
Yeah, I tend not to really bother all that much just because I know the ones I use for my people I use.
I'll make this quick. Straight on. Cha!
Sure, why not?
Cha! Cha! Menu item. Cha! Dance.
Come on. Annoying, short range.
Uh-huh.
I'm doing this!
Let's go!
Kneel! No! I'll make this quick!
Oh yeah, here's a nice thing they've added. I can basically press Y and then move the character around so that I can move people into range of special effects now.
Nice.
Let's go!
Yeah. So if characters are adjacent to each other, they'll do team attacks with a chance that increase damage, and if you can get a total of 4 people, you can get a treasure chest. Skills have levels too. As they level up, they decrease in magic costs.
Leave it to me. Awesome!
Whoa, your mastery went up.
There!
So yeah, on the topics of evalities, the sorcerer just basically lowers stats and everything else on all your enemies on the field. By like 5%, I think.
Yeah.
That's the standard percentage they give for...
Great.
Dinner's waiting.
Alright, go back to heal.
Woo.
Let's fix you up.
Welcome!
Right, still nothing.
Where would you like to go, dude?
You
Our next
don't
new
even think
party
that you can
member.
oppose the lost without suffering the consequences. Either you obey the lost or you die. Are you prepared?
Don't make me laugh! Red Magnus challenges you lost jabronis to a fight! Just bring it!
Just not as interesting as the other games, I feel. It's horrifying.
My, so my bad feelings.
I feel like they're
must be
phoning
true.
this one in.
Yes, Sir Killia. That monkey is indeed Red Magnus. As always, he is nothing but a musclehead. I bet
don't
his
know.
brain is made of
I
stone
still think
columns.
it's on par. I think, granted,
Like, I feel like the gameplay is probably the best it's ever been, but the story is so lacking. The characters just don't intrigue me.
If you're not gonna come to Red Magnus, then Red Magnus will super go to you! You jabronis are pathetic! Your lost superiors would be shocked if they found out! You couldn't possibly be Red Magnus's real opponent! Now hurry up and fetch your bastard of a boss, Void Dark!
He's like a vicious dog.
Ha! This guy's full of fighting spirit! You must be Void Dark! Or not? Which means the Demon General of the Lost is finally making his entrance!
This monkey! Does he truly not recognize me?
The Overlord of Scorching Flame, Red Magnus, looks pretty tough.
Like, Killia does not even, like, deny that he is Lord Void or whatever.
With megaton pork and a broth made of chimera beef and Great King Whalebone.
You've got guts! Eating a meal right before
Yeah.
going one-on-one with the Supreme One! If you're hungry, then the Overlord of Scorching Flame, Red Magnus, will super feed you the highest quality fire!
It's like, I mean, like, anyone who's even vaguely familiar with these kind of plot contrivances would be like, yeah, like, they're gonna fight. But, like, the writers are just like, what if we just didn't do anything, you know?
My business is with
That would be wacky, right? And it's like, well...
Did you pick a fight with that piece of monkey crap or something? Is that so?
You were saying?
Red
Wait,
Magnus never imagined someone else besides the Supreme One would ever do that. That makes us allies. Is what I
Oh.
like to say.
Well, they've
When
done
men
something
face
different.
Each other on the battlefield, they can't stop the fight.
No, I don't mind stopping.
Whoa, are you serious? Red Magnus would be super happy to fight with a strong guy like you.
I see. You've got good taste.
So you agree? Red Magnus is super excited!
They're fighting, aren't they? Also, they're super horny for each other.
This is my
We have one more mechanic we need to teach.
Olympia. It's a super ability that doubles my size and power and overwhelms all my enemies! Just so you know, when the time limit runs out, Red Magnus will return to normal size and will be a little sore.
So, now we have the power of revenge! As you both and your opponents deal damage to each other, every unit on the field has a revenge meter. So,
Yeah.
Overlords, which any basically named characters that have things like Seraphina or Red Magnus have special abilities that are allowed to them to be used when the revenge gauge goes up once. These moves are great. Oh yeah. Your crits are all your attacks are crits. All your skills cost one mana. damage is reduced by 25%.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then if enemies are in revenge mode, we get stat boost items too. So, Seraphina's power basically charms all male units.
To do, like, just makes them friendly to you for a bit.
Yeah, just gives the charmed status effect. Which I think just they turn on, they do it's a charm status effect. Mind control. You know the deal. But, yeah, so, granted, there are some Overlord effects that I like quite a bit, but I don't, the characters, like, are some of the DLC characters that I'm purposely not using. So...
Let's go!
And it's not that they're not... And they're all useful, it's just I play a very brute forcey style, so I just take more advantage of the basic effects of Revenge Mode more than I do for Overloads. But they are interesting.
Yeah.
And it's also because I make more use of the generic units than I do the named units, so it's just...
I'm doing this!
That's just a natural side effect. Oh yeah, and also it's persistent through battle, so as long as it doesn't trigger, you just keep getting revenge until it does.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think that's probably the nicest thing about it. Oh, that's nice. I forgot. So Reg Magnus is considered a neutral party. Well, we're still gonna have to beat him up and wait until... But he's gonna take out some of the lost enemies for us.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. You'd have to fight him.
At least he's a third party and not just take this enemy out for the sake of to win the match.
Let's go!
I don't know if, like, just him being like, I want to fight you because you're buff, you know, is a better justification.
That's fair.
Might actually be worse, for all we know.
I mean, for the sake of how demons are portrayed in Disgaea, that's completely in character, though.
True.
I'm so hungry!
Let's see, just another turn so I can wait out for
Here I go.
I'm so hungry!
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. When you're doing the quests, if you need to kill a certain unit, they are helpfully marked with the giant quest marker over their head.
There you go.
Like, very much so, I do think this game, at least from a gameplay standpoint, this is definitely one of the best. In terms of just refinement and quality of life things.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do my best! Hey! I'll do my best! Leave it to me. That tastes good.
Also, the ability to just switch out weapons as needed is kind of nice, because it gives you just a lot more versatility in terms of skill sets.
Mm-hmm.
Ah dear, so I just gotta hold off one more turn then.
What is it? I'm just going to stay in the back for a little bit. And then you I'm so hungry! Awesome!
See? We didn't have to beat him up. We merely need to get rid of all the other guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. I don't like the MVP mechanic.
You're good.
Because it means that your best characters will just keep getting better and better because they're going to just innately do better than your other.
Real fun super starts now!
Stop right there. No matter how hard a muscle-brained monkey tries, they would never be
Yeah,
able
I
to
can
beat
definitely
my
see
Sir
that.
Killia.
But then
What did you say?
I found it helpful for actually helpful when grinding.
You're-
Maybe.
Did you just notice? Yes, I am the Rafflesia that blooms on the battlefield, the Overlord
Compared
of
yourself to
Gorgeous,
Rafflesia is not that great.
Yeah! You're the shrew princess of Gorgeous!
I am certainly not a shrew, princess. I am now the Overlord of Gorgeous. Address me as Madam Overlord Seraphina.
Yeah, that's right. Sarah something. I just super remembered right now. So, what are you doing here?
That is my question for you. What is the Overlord of Scorching Flame doing here? And why are you fighting alone?
Well, you know, the Supreme One just needed to release some stress, so he was having some fun with the Lost. What's with that look? Got something you want to say?
Your fighting style. It looks like you're exerting your inner rage.
Inner rage? Stop talking super nonsense!
Fine. I guess I was mistaken. Sorry about that.
What in the red hell?
Wow, he's so interesting.
You're
He
apologizing?
says words.
Well, as long as you
And,
understand, it's
yeah.
fine. So, that's the gist of it. Let's get going!
Huh? What do you mean, let's?
Aren't you guys picking a fight with Void Dark too? Red Magnus certainly is! So, let's go together and have super fun!
I welcome any man who will be an asset in battle, but I refuse tactless monkeys. Now, go back to your mountain. Shoo! Shoo!
What? Who cares? It's not like it's gonna cost you anything. Red Magnus says let's go together!
Jeez, I forgot how much
Do whatever you please.
this came on as strong as it did, because
Wait!
it tones
Sir
down a bit.
Killia, I just said that I'm opposed
Later.
to that idea.
What?
Alright, then
I
it's
guess some of the
settled.
just character
Now,
takes kind
let's
of...
turn it up.
I guess it's just to make the first
You're in
impression
the
and then to
presence
just
of
everything
Red
gets,
Magnus.
or at least
I'll
gets
beat
more
down
cohesive
Void
as it goes
Dark and
along.
become the strongest Overlord.
But it is still
Nice
early
to
game,
super
so
meet ya.
Yeah.
ta-da! Party member.
Those two have some nerve ignoring my opinion. Well, it's fine. It's only until Void
I
Dark
can't believe the
emerges,
two
so
horny
I
gay
suppose
men
I'll
wouldn't
forgive
want to
them.
listen to me, a beautiful woman.
Those two will simply end up working for me.
That Killia person. What is with his ridiculous magic potential? He could be very dangerous, which could make him very useful.
According to historians, Void Dark had taken over or destroyed over 30% of the entire Netherworlds. If Furious God, Anguish Illusion, Miserable Corpse, or any of the other Netherworlds that were hanging on by a thread had fallen, over half of the entire Netherworlds would have been under his control. On the other hand, Roaring Rampant, Brutal Beast, Dragonfang, and the other giant Netherworlds hadn't yet fallen. Those who were expecting the giant Netherworlds to offer resistance against the Demon Emperor finally saw a ray of hope.
I'm Seraphina. I'm a temptress who wallows in riches and fame throughout the entire universe.
She's like a shittier
All men in this
version of
universe belong to
Rosalina.
me. Now, kneel before me.
Ah, my lovely Seraphina. I will not allow anyone else to have you. Please marry me. Who's that?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold on for 1 minute. Sarah is mine.
Horny aristocrat with gun and a dedicated game man kill overlord. It's the exact same plot from 2.
Next time
How
on
far did you get
Seraphina
into?
Story, Episode 2.
I
Laws
don't
of
remember.
Love. Tonight, you will be falling
Why?
in love.
Do you need your heads examined?
Because I was wondering how much of the plot did you know for certain. Oh dear, I forgot to save. Or at least I hit the wrong button.
Whoa, what's with all the screaming? What happened?
Now is no time to be calm, Sir Killia. This is an emergency.
Are we under
It's
attack?
gonna be
from the
something about
Lost?
how she's out of makeup
No,
or something.
of all things, that monkey put his underwear in with my laundry. His briefs came in contact
Yep. Yep.
Is that all? What a stupid reason.
It is not stupid. That brute has tainted my purity.
Hey, Sarah!
You're a fucking.
Who are you calling Sarah? Don't you dare
What are they
give me a
called?
nickname.
But your name is too long.
Succubus.
Sarah's fine,
You're a
right,
fucking
Sarah?
succubus. Fuck
By the
off.
way,
Actually, she
where'd
doesn't
you hang
get
my underwear to
no,
dry?
I'm trying to think, did she get any unique skills from that?
I sent them
She's
down the road
basically a
to
succubus.
Hades.
She's self-described as a temptress, and her overlord power seduces men.
Duh.
I was mixing things up with
She did what?
that was me. That was
my favorite,
me
and
crossing the gameplay
my only
mechanics
good
versus
pair
story
of
thing of just like,
underwear.
but she doesn't have a magic change ability, so
She has
she's not.
absolutely zero tact. Just the idea of that man being in my vicinity is enough to disturb my peace of mind. I would overcharge him for rent, but that idiot doesn't even have a single hell to his name. And he's supposed to be an overlord? Maybe I should cut off his head and claim the reward.
They're all so noisy. Allies? You never learn, do you? They're not my allies, and I don't need any allies. Sure.
I don't need allies, says the man who's just been hanging out with a bunch of people fighting together as a group for the last couple hours.
To be fair, they kind of hang her on to him more than.
Did you forget what happened?
Like I said,
He agreed to let Magnus come along.
I'll never forget. Vengeance is the only thing that keeps me going. Right. You don't have anything to protect anymore. Let anger saturate every fiber of your being. Release me and destroy everything! Episode 2.
What if the Hulk
Demon
was an
General.
anime twink? That's basically the plot going on right here.
Where are they? Have they been found yet?
Your Excellency, rebels have appeared in the frontier of Bloodparch. The main squad that was stationed there has been completely wiped out. Your Excellency?
As his 83rd secretary, I shall be assisting Lord Void Dark. I am Count Ringi. Though I am not worthy and mightily frightened, I shall be speaking on behalf of the great Lord Void Dark, Gi. Ahem. You said you had important information to report, so I made time for you. But is that all you've got, Gi?
No,
Do you think a dragon would care one bit about what ants may do, Gi? If you know they're rebels, then why don't you go kill them, Gi? Is there a reason you're wasting our time with this? Or did you want to accept responsibility for the weak squad that was destroyed? Is that what this is about, Gi?
what? No,
Gee.
that's not... Ah!
Worthless.
Lord Void Dark,
we have taken control of the netherworlds of Furious God, Anguish Illusion, and Miserable Corpse, as scheduled.
My, as expected of Demon General Bloodis, Demon Emperor Void Dark will surely be satisfied with your work, Guy. 60% of all netherworlds are now in the hands of Lord Void Dark. We just need to suck in the surrounding netherworlds too, Guy.
Understood.
Check it out, it's Iron Tiger.
Ah, good, skill shop. Okay, we'll go there where we have innocence. Again, we'll go there when we need to. Alright, so treasure chests will respawn every time there's a chapter break. So let's go collect.
What does the crayon drawing represent?
That's supposed to be a sketch of Magnus that Killia made from Seraphina's description.
Ah.
Let's see, where was I? I need to talk to people in the pocket over
I'm doing this! Let's fix you up.
Where would you like to go, dude?
Alright.
To another game. Damn, yeah, I said it.
And there!
Oh,
Don't
come
underestimate.
on. There are much
You are
worse
Master's
things out
enemy.
there.
There's Fire Emblem.
Yeah, dude!
Me?
Like I said, like, the gameplay seems to be the best it's ever been. The problem is, I don't like the characters.
That's perfectly fair.
So thus, I can't play it because I won't want to tolerate the grinding, because I won't have to give a shit about who, you know, anything.
There's something in the... There we go. No. Conclude. Auto select. So there you go. Works.
Cool.
Imps.
Yeah, dude!
Like, I guess they want to have more gameplay and, like, as unlocking the characters, but it was literally fine just being like, oh, you completed this, now you got this new creature.
I mean, most of the time you've basically already done it by the time that it's unlocked. Or, well,
Yeah,
maybe that's
fair.
just me because I basically, for a lot of times, just because I found the item world fun to just sit there and grind a bit, so I probably might have done a bunch of that by accident.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go, dude?
What's it supposed to do? God. let's just go through a run just to... It's Disgaea. Oh yeah, and that's the thing. There is a way for you to just increase the level up of your units that just maybe might be falling behind because you're not... They're units that can do support stuff. And it's fairly useful. Because
wait, your unit... In this one, the support units fall behind? My healers tend to be some of the highest level people.
Granted, that's also because, remember, my playstyle is very much, I'm just going to punch you all to death.
True.
I'll get super reckless!
So yeah, Reg Magnus is our special axe user, technically. His evality, whatever it's pronounced. He basically cuts your opponent's defense in half when he targets them for an attack.
Kneel. All men are my servants. Yeah. I'm so hungry.
Alright. So now we can see Pilot Maze in better. So all units within 5 panels, all male units get affected with Charm.
Baylor Gaze.
Which... Oh! The monsters count as male. This makes this ability a lot more useful than I thought it did.
Yeah?
Because I thought it only counted for humanoids.
Hey! That tastes good! New menu item? Hey!
Well, excuse me, I'm gonna go let you guys kill each other.
Hurry up!
First use rapid arrow.
Well, basically having a free turn of that. You know, like a free turn of the enemies fighting each other, that's pretty good.
And then they're still in revenge mode, so that means all the other benefits still are around.
What is it? Yeah! I just want to stay in the back for a bit. Hurry up! That tastes good!
Ah, there we go. The get rid of status effect button.
Amazing.
Hurry up!
Clearly, when you do start using monsters, you should use
Dessert is coming!
the rabbit class a lot.
I will, if only because they magic changed the swords, so... Like, if I use monsters, they're almost immediately magic changed. Or get in position to be magic changed. because I am very
Yeah.
much like just because it's a major stat bonus, and I know there's something. There's something here. I just can't remember what it was to do.
Let's fix you up.
Oh hey, prize. Muscle. Good.
Hell yeah. They can get a power eventually called Fatal Slash. 30% chance to death blow if the target has a lower speed. Deadly rabbits.
Yes. Excuse me while I go search a guide because I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
Game FAQs. May you never find an actually good way. Ah, there you go. Pretty on the elevated 3 shops. No, Steve. Oh. Pretty. There you go.
Yeah, dude.
The Horseman class can gain a power called 13 Knights.
I've been waiting, dude. I just received new.
Finally, we can have Knights of the Round in Disgaea.
They are located in Spirit Interment, dude. It was ruled by Overlord Geese, who was once a feared veteran. I have heard from other Prinnies that the Demon General's army is also there, dude.
Did you say Demon General? Are you sure?
I can't confirm the authenticity of the information, dude. My job is just to safely transfer everyone to their destinations.
This Prinny is useless.
Who gives a damn? It doesn't matter if it's true or not. All we've got to do is super lay the crackdown on everybody. That's it. So the Demon General, huh? Sounds fun.
You're as simple-minded as ever. The Lost Demon General is feared for being the incredibly powerful hunter of overlords. If we
Yeah, but has he
challenge them
fought
with
3 at the
we'll
same
simply
time?
eliminate us. Isn't that right, Sir Killia? Sir Killia?
Does that mean we don't need a plan? I like it. He's super jacked up for this.
See, like, all the other, like, leads, they talk.
These guys are doing whatever they please. Just you watch, Killia. I'll make you kneel
He
at
does
the
start
feet of the
talking
great
more.
Seraphina.
But that's the problem, is that when someone says, oh, the story gets good 20 hours in.
That's fair. Again.
Especially in a game like this, you need to grab them right away.
Looks like the information about the Demon General being here wasn't wrong after all.
I'm not laughing. Other Disgaea games make me laugh, or at least snicker.
For real, I'd super pummel the Demon General into submission. No problem. After all, I'm gonna beat the crap out of Void Dark to become the strongest Overlord.
You seem very focused on becoming the strongest overlord. Is there a specific reason for that?
Not really. Isn't it only natural for someone who was born in the Netherworld to want to become the strongest?
The strongest overlord.
Oh no, no, we have to. I realize it now. This is the Final Fantasy VIII of Disgaea.
Sir Killia.
Oh, so we're all orphans who grew up at the same orphanage, and we're all gonna die?
Reminded of something from my past.
Not that part of Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh, you mean that it's bad for most of the game, and then it gets interesting later on?
Rebel?
Like when
That? I am the scorching
you get attacked by giant cactuars.
Magnus, and don't you ever forget that.
So you're the wanted overlord, Red Magnus. We've been informed that you're one of the rebels. We'll take you all down at once.
All at once? You sure talk big for a small fry. You're like a Mothman to the flame. As the overlord of gorgeous Seraphina, my servants A and B shall take your life.
By servants,
And like, I get that demons, you know, don't get along, right?
The lost directly.
Or like they're not supposed to get along, but that's not how it's been shown.
Powers from the demon general that exceed our normal limits.
This is like Guardians of the Galaxy, you know,
you should
specifically the second one where no one gets along and they all hate each other until, you know, the blue guy realizes that he's Mary Poppins. And then they all get along and they love each other.
Right.
Sir Killia, you sure are great at taunting.
I'm confused
They
with
don't
the Mary
play
Pop-
well off.
Pay or die. There's
The
no
Mary
other
Poppins
choice.
thing, that's the only thing
Going to
throwing me for a loop
execute you
there.
right here.
You don't remember the blue guy, like,
Yeah,
using like his little ring to float down, and
It didn't take
Star-Lord's like, you look like Mary Poppins.
With my
Oh,
OG
that-
clairvoyance,
yeah.
I will check
Yeah,
all
okay.
of your abilities.
And he's like, is Mary Poppins powerful? It's like, yeah, yeah, she's real powerful. As he's like trying to hold back the laughter, and he's like, I'm Mary fucking Poppins, y'all.
Oh, look,
These
man,
are
I did
geoeffects.
remember that.
pain.
Oh god, geo effects.
Huh?
Time for the hell.
Effects?
What are those? Can we eat them?
You guys, are you two seriously overlords?
The geo-effects I prepared beforehand. I'll be disappointed if they struggle with this.
That's
simple
why this
obstacle.
level's always so easy on the on rewatch, because on rematches to go and capture
However,
people.
it seems I must resort to using these vulgar
Why?
cretins.
Because the
This is all the
geo
fault
effects
of
are
those who
changed.
tricked me.
Oh.
I'll get my revenge someday. That I swear.
Nope.
And like, even when they play off each other, demons in other games tend to have better, like, they play off each other. Like, even if they hate each other, you know.
Oh.
You fool, you're supposed to throw the other ones on top of it. And create a whole chain going, and get lots of the bonus gauge.
Exactly. Kill this one, then go over and kill this one, and it'll work. Fine.
Actually, no, that is the right order. Yes. Yeah, that is the right order.
I was just
But you
upset
didn't
because I
detonate it.
didn't have enough power to kill it right away.
Dessert is coming.
Do I have a skill that just lets me do this? Let's get you out here.
Straight on.
I'm so hungry.
I mean, in theory, you could, like, have probably organized it so that they all went off at once and everything.
Probably, I don't care enough to. That gets me my bonus.
Fair. But, like, the problem is that simultaneously every one of these characters is basically talking to a brick wall to each other.
Here. Oh, good, that does reach.
I want to join. I'll do my best. I want some fly.
Right, magic drain was really small.
Until you leveled up.
Dinner's waiting. Hurry up.
Oh right, that's why I'm in Item World so much, because basically in Item World, I can basically kill everything in one hit, to the point
Use the mage, so your mage has to get some experience. And make sure you hit one that is weak to fire, or wind.
I mean, they're the same unit, so they're weak to fire, but...
Hit one of them, so your mage has to get some friggin' experience.
I'm just going to stay in the back a little bit. Don't move.
There you go.
Dessert is coming. Awesome. Dinner's waiting.
There! It's ready!
What are you doing?
Can't you tell? As you can see, they've been sentenced to a firework rocket ride!
Do you always do things like this?
Of course! They need to be finished off! As a demon, it's the polite thing to do. Red Magnus did this to all his Rudy Poo underlings to punish them. For the Supreme One, who's on his way to becoming the strongest Overlord, this is super normal.
What kind of strongest overlord do you want to become?
If an idiot like him ever became the strongest overlord, he'd ruin the entire universe.
Stop! We were just following orders! If you're pleading for your lives, try telling that to all the people you made cry! Now...
Why is there a Prinny there?
Super blast off to the edge of space!
Because this is Disgaea.
There.
My, how beautiful!
They appear to be very dangerous. I'm starting to doubt whether I can really use them. I was on my way to a promotion, but now I must head down a dangerous path. Oh, this is so stupid. I'm sure the culprits were simply brainless incompetents, jealous of my intelligence. But this anger... What should I do? I will definitely find
Bad writing.
and claim-
Don't have the character point out how stupid their own thing is. Even if you're trying to do satire or wacky humor, it's not a good.
How you doing?
What do you want?
My, you seem awfully disappointed. Did something unfortunate happen?
Yes, I'm disappointed about everything. Such as how I was betrayed by my colleagues and led into a trap. And on top of that, the only person I can turn to for help is a frivolous superior like you. How very disappointing.
Frivolous? You wound me. I'm concerned about you from the very bottom of my heart.
I find that assertion hard to believe. Anyway, what did you want? Did you uncover any new information?
Nope, I was bored, so I figured I'd call you.
Every single one of them is an idiot.
That was the first scene where they actually did things that made sense for a Disgaea game. That was the first Disgaea scene in this game, and we're only, what, like 2 hours in now?
Yeah.
Two hours in to have actual interesting Disgaea-like characters instead of these three whiny assholes who all hate each other.
To be fair, I think a lot of the skit bits are definitely also good writing.
They really should have just voice acted them then.
Where would you like to go, dude?
I'm not gonna get on them for this scene of this, some of these being voice acted versus some of these, because they're more extras than they are like full things that are directly connected to the plot. So in terms of budget, I don't know how budgeting works, but it's like,
Fine.
Oh my, your idiocy is beyond saving. We captured the Lost, but instead of making them give up the Demon General's location, you go and shoot them off.
This would have been important to have in the previous cutscene. Exactly!
Doing something so idiotic, I was dumbstruck and forgot to stop you. I am not to be blamed for this.
Yeah, right.
This is terrible pacing.
You said, "My, how beautiful!"
That was...
Cut it out. Anyway, it looks like the Lost have labeled us as rebels. That probably means...
Same random person, this is disgusting.
Just as I finished saying that...
Oh wow, an enemy mage, and you don't have a good one yourself, so now you're gonna die horribly.
This battle shall decide if they are truly worth using. If they're defeated here, they're useless. I'll have no need for them.
oh yeah, Sludge is fucking the worst.
Mr. I don't need skulls.
They'll take the same amount more of damage just from you being used against, what's it called?
A witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a skull does more damage anyway. I mean, you're more likely to actually finish them off and not get surrounded by a bunch of slime.
All men are my servants.
And what, you only have one actual mage?
Yeah.
You made one witch.
That's all I need, because I'll just train that one witch up to the point where I can lock Mage Knight, and then I've got all 3 magics. Simple.
I'll make this
You
quick.
still only have one magic caster, and what happens if they die?
I don't want to.
Go revive them and go to another map, another time to go and get the magic. Or
So you're basically hoping that that you're gonna just get into, that you're never gonna get into a situation where you have a bunch of slimes or similar enemies who are resistant to melee,
then I just brute
but
force
weak
them
to
get-
magic. You're terrible at strategy games.
You guys, let's super go!
Straight on.
When everything can be solved with a hammer, I will just use the bloody hammer.
Let's go!
I'm doing this.
You know, like when I play Disgaea, like I don't lose characters, like they don't die in combat because I don't just use the bloody hammer.
I'm so hungry. Yeah. I'm awesome.
Did... Who just died?
The mage.
Oh my god! The fucking thing I warned you about! It fucking happened!
Don't worry, the what they're called. They're also weak to axes. That's fine. This is fine. There's no problem.
You have one axe user. You have one fucking axe user.
This is fine.
It's not. God, I wish there was like a competitive mode, I would kick your ass. I'd love to see you play XCOM next.
No, you don't. You really don't want to see me play XCOM.
I want to see you lose to XCOM. Cause you can't fucking solve that game with the bloody hammer.
Let me thank you.
And because you only have one healer and you've separated them from the rest of the party, if the people on the left take too much damage, you're not going to be able to heal them.
Leave it to me.
See, everything is fine.
You keep insisting on shooting zombies who are resistant to gun with, but not Rosalind.
Alright, that's the other thing. You can overload and then do another action.
Let me thank you.
It's my turn.
You just wasted your Baylor gaze because you're going to kill them!
No problem.
I want to join. I'll do my best. I'll make this.
You frustrate me in every way.
I'm so hungry.
Your visceral hatred of strategy in a strategy game is just
Let's go.
I'm so
horrifying.
Yeah. Huh?
Let's see, so... Alright, so the healer's dead, which I expected that to happen.
Congrats.
Oh no, that's actually how I can do this. It.
I'm looking at Twitter to distract myself from how angry your lack of strategy is making me. And I've been reminded of the article about Detroit that is titled, quote, "Despite political overtones, David Cage says Detroit is mostly about androids." Scott Benson, now famous for developing the now famous game Night in the Woods, went on like a billion tweet thread about how much he hates David Cage, which is understandable.
Yes.
Congrats, you killed got another character killed.
No problem.
If you didn't have the million hell, you would be so fast out of money.
Then but you realize even if I were out of that money situation, I would still just grind lower stages to get the money back, or just sell items back. And even then, even without the million, the actual cost for getting back to life is a pittance.
I mean, when you get like a billion people all killed at once, including your healer, you know. Congrats.
That's gonna happen a lot. See? Victory!
It appears you are all relatively unscathed. It takes great brilliance to emerge from a battle with the Lost in such fine condition.
See?
Who are you?
Oh, please. There's no need to be so cautious.
That character is canonically a bloody pulp right now because they tried to fight a slime without magic.
Against the Lost and Demon Emperor Void Dark.
He really isn't an enemy. How boring.
You're such an idiot. Just because he claims he is not an enemy doesn't prove that he truly isn't our enemy.
Huh? Why not?
You guys are funny. By the way, your fight back there was excellent. Your power took down the... Especially you. You are the demon hero that I've been looking for.
I think the game is being sarcastic to you, Carnival.
See? The game got a laugh at you somehow.
Wait! Aren't you two being a little too familiar for guys who just met? In case you didn't know, Circilia is mine.
Oh, then pardon me. In that case, I shall offer to shake your hand as well, as a sign of friendship.
That won't be necessary. I'm not some hussy.
Serafina would actually have not said mine, she would have just said my servant. She's done it previously.
Step right up. Right hand or left hand? Take your pick.
Well, that about does it for the greetings. Now let's move on to the main point.
Like, they can't decide if she wants to just completely, like, own him as, like, a servant, or if she wants him to be her boyfriend.
I'm sure you have some information.
And in that last line, they were, like, trying to do, like, the boyfriend thing, but, like, is she implying that Krista here is going to try to seduce Killia away from her?
It was completely destroyed. There is only one person who could have done that. One who is so powerful, he is rumored to be one of the top demon generals. Demon General Bloodus.
The one who is second in strength only to Void Dark? That Demon General Bloodus?
Red Magnus says, just bring it! He would be such a perfect opponent! Red Magnus is trembling with excitement!
Stop trying to act tough. If you two are so scared, then don't come. I can just go by myself.
Who said the Supreme One was scared? Nothing scares Red Magnus!
trying to fight the demon general
Did his
without a
sprite
plan.
just elongate?
Why are men such imbeciles?
No, I think
It looked like he got longer.
it might just be when the text box is taken away.
Yes, that's the plan.
Maybe.
Visual effects.
Please wait for me, Sir Kilia.
Like, she really can't decide if she wants to turn him into her footstool or...
They're actually excited. They are useful. Everyone, please wait for me. I'll lead the way.
But at that, I think that'll be enough for today, at least.
Good, my heart pressure is right, or my blood pressure is rising.
And stop. Where is it?
You didn't even say goodbye to like your gamers, your
was
fellow
getting-
gamers who are watching.
I was first getting to make sure I had the window open, and then goodbye, stream.
Goodbye, gamers.